Alright y'all, it's that time. Happy New Year. If you're new, definitely go subscribe. Lots of things to talk about today, but Happy New Year and thank you for being here if you are new or returning. We have officially, as of today, which I'm filming this on December 31st, we have hit 20k and I could not be happier. Thank you so much to every single one of you here. To bear the title, we're doing a couple things today. As I said, we are going over my end of year goals, my bingo card from past year, my bingo card for next year. There are a couple slots I still don't know what to put in them, but that's fine, we will eventually. My goals for December, for the last 2 years, because this is the second year, I put in my notes I've done for the last 2 years my favorite new restaurants and like categories within that I've tried in that year. So not something I've gone to for years, but new restaurants I've tried in the year. I think it was really fun. You're local, I feel like it's fun to see what the restaurants I love that I've discovered in the past year and that maybe you guys want to visit if you are in Connecticut or visit Connecticut. So I'm excited. End of year thing. So go subscribe if you don't yet. Check out my Instagram and my TikTok. Happy New Year once again. And let's get into the end of year things. They're gonna be fun. Put my little balloons behind me that my mom got me. She really is my biggest supporter. So love that. And there will be 20k photos over our Instagram hopefully very soon. First things first, let's go over my 2025 bingo card. I kind of stopped filling it in like near the end, so let's see if we got any bingos. This one I only did 4x4 for next year. I actually only did 5x4. I need to figure out, maybe I'll make that 5x5, but truthfully it's hard to think of that many things. Starting up in the corner, have traveled somewhere new. I did that a couple times this year, so that was really exciting. I got that one. This one I already know I didn't get. It's go on a date. I did not go on a date this year, and I don't know, I want to, and I want to put myself out there. But at the same time, I'm just not finding anybody that's truthfully like up to my standards, and my standards are not that high. I'm not finding anybody. Nobody's asking me either. Go to a sports game. I did that first month of the year actually. We took my dad to a Dolphins game it was Dolphins Jets, wherever the Jets are, which I can't think of the state right now, but within driving distance from us. So that was really fun. I want to honestly go to another. So I might actually just add that to my 2026 bingo card. Next one, again, I got a decent amount. Piece of content goes semi-viral. And I had a couple things go semi-viral. A restaurant that I worked with beginning of the year, the reel I did with them got like at least like 20,000 views, which I thought was awesome. So that, my bakery client, we did like a blindfold challenge where we blindfolded everybody, including myself, and I tried to frost a cupcake. That went pretty viral. And the other two were for my different restaurant client, just like random ones. And actually my newest client that I'm going to in Danbury did a $100 gift card, like what you could get for $100 video, and that got like 40,000 views, so that's awesome. So we definitely got that one, which I'm really excited about. And no, only one of those was actually for me, not my clients. At least one of them was for me. I'm still happy for my clients because obviously it's still something I'm doing. Okay, next line, it hit 20k on YouTube. Did that last day of the year, did that. And honestly, I'm extra grateful because knowing my luck, like truly, this wouldn't have happened until January 1st. Okay, brand trip. That was a very far fetch, but dream big, as they say. So no, we did not go on any brand trips. Go to Pilates at least twice a month. Did that every single month. Visit my brothers. I did that. So exciting. It was really nice to go down there. Next, succeed at my new job. That's very like opinionated, but I did put it on for a lot of months because of either a video going viral, getting a new client, or a compliment from the business owners on a video I made maybe. And I actually found a new company to work for with a couple different clients also in the new year. So I personally would think that is succeeding at my new job because it's advancing my job. I did not keep track of this one. It's hard to with my car insurance, but the next one was keep my credit card bill under $400 every month. I also definitely didn't do that every month. For the first 2 months I did. I was just subtracting my car insurance from that and just like other expenses. I definitely probably did that a couple more months, but not every month. But I did at least for some, so we're gonna mark it off. Next, visit my best friend in Georgia. I did not do that. It's just complicated. Hopefully next year. She did drive to me in Florida for my birthday though, so that was amazing. Put work into my blog. Again, I put that down for a couple months because I did focus on getting blog posts up quickly, especially after like trips or stuff. And actually I did really well. This month I wrote a end of the year one, so if you want to go check that out, I basically put out every single month anything remotely exciting that I did every month. Definitely probably left some stuff out but there's a lot in there, so I highly recommend reading it. I thought it was nice to just have it all out there, and it's nice to look back and be like, wow, I really did do a lot. So it was nice to see. My website is redheadthriving.com. Definitely go check it out. I have all my travel guides on there. I linked my socials on there, everything. That is linked in at the description box if you want to check that out. So on $200 for the year in LTK commission. So something I changed also for next year is I just wrote commission, so like LTK, Shop My, from specific brands, because like halfway through this year I did actually download Shop My LTK, and then I wasn't posting on LTK as much, so it wasn't gonna all be in one place. So check if I hit that goal. $17 from LTK, and Shop My, which is 86. And then I do have a couple things that haven't like gone through yet. So just counting Shop My and LTK, I only hit 149, which is still obviously extra money, which is nice, but did not hit that goal. I did not include commission from, like, I make commission from Halara when you guys use my code, so I didn't include that. I am including that next year though. Cannot mark that one off, which stinks because I have 3 in that category. Next is walk 200 miles for the year. So I use the app Strava, so let's check that one. I think I did hit this because I looked at a couple of these like a couple of weeks ago. Yep, 231 miles. We can mark that one off. Okay, open for possibilities. I'm gonna put on be invited to another event in Connecticut, because I did. I got invited to that dance party thing and got beyond yoga set like 2 times event, influencer event, and I'm so happy about it. And lastly, a new social media client, which I can mark off actually 4 times. Yeah, 4 times, because I also got it in November. And that last one gives me a bingo. I'm happy. A good percentage. I don't know if that's like 85%. So my bingo was a piece of content goes semi-viral, visit my brothers, put work into my blog, and get a new social media client. So here's what that looks like. Now let's move on to our December goals. Alright, these are from Julia K. Christ. I think I have one more because I literally finished this one. So actually we have December goals here, and I actually do have 2025 goals in here as well. So let me get these markers for a second. Okay, so first one at the top is 20K on YouTube, which we did hit. We are gonna cross that one out. 5,120 Instagram followers. Yes, because of all my giveaways, I got 5,231. So we're gonna mark that off. And then 2,525 TikTok followers. Oh, we got 2,522. Insane. Okay, so I can't cross that one out. So close, but I was really I mean, I did vlog this on TikTok, but I was really focusing on my YouTube number. Still happy. Okay, and then I basically already crossed off all my other ones because I did them already. So Instagram giveaways go well, which they definitely did. Post about YouTube on TikTok, which I did, because that's basically gonna help me get towards 40K. It's just putting it out there a million times, people's faces. Stay on top of YouTube uploads, so basically don't miss any, and post anything late, which I did not, and I did well at that. Do some holiday festivities, I did do that. Holiday fair, played in the snow, shoveled. Post on TikTok, I did. At the beginning of the month, I don't think I had decided yet if I was doing Vlogmas on TikTok, so I did do that. And get 1 paid Connecticut collab. I did not get 1 paid Connecticut collab, but I did mark it off because I did get 1 paid collab in January. So it's exciting. So let's write down my final numbers for the month, and then I'll tell you guys them. Now I'm at 2,000. Oh my gosh, 20,000. Our final numbers at the end of December. We went from, on Instagram, we went from 5,099 followers. Not being able to get that number up, we went to 5,231. On TikTok, we went from 2,469 followers at the beginning of the month to now 2,522. I've been getting at least, I don't know, 50 to 100 on TikTok every month, which I'm really grateful for. Hopefully in 2026 we'll have even more growth there. And then YouTube, we went from, oh my god, that's crazy. Oh my god, we went from 19,796, I didn't remember it being that low, to 20,004. Oh my god, I could cry. I am so happy. Now on to our 2025 goals that I put in here, which I do believe they differed. At the beginning of 2025, I had 4,962 followers on Instagram, and on TikTok I started with 1,856, and on YouTube I started with 18,863. Now that might not seem like a lot of growth in a year, because I've had a really hard time growing my platforms. I'd rather it be slower growth and people that are gonna stick around and actually enjoy my content. Goals, we've got numbers category, we've got brands category, and general. 5,000 on Instagram, we did that. 1,900 on TikTok. I really just didn't think I'd get that many on there just because I had joined TikTok a lot later than other people. Numbers, we did put 21,000. I did not get to that, but I'm still happy with the 20k. And then I have my bakery client on here, which I did hit that goal. Okay, brands category. Work with a hotel. Did I work with a hotel? Yeah, I did. I worked with the Omni New Haven. Target, I did not work with Target. American Eagle, I did work with American Eagle. Crocs, is that this year? He sent me a pair of Crocs, but I don't remember if that was this year. I'm going to have to. I also have a Crocs storefront, if you didn't know. I did work with Crocs, actually more than once. So yeah, I worked with Crocs. That's awesome. I put like not random brands, but different brands, and I'm shocked that they came to fruition. Okay, general, I have go on a date. Again, did not do that. Don't be lazy with content. I think I was really good about intentional content. Post more on LTK. I kind of did more experiences, less clothing. I definitely did that. I went to more concerts this year. I went on more trips than like buying clothes. Truly, I didn't really buy that many clothes like the entire year. I got like some stuff from TJ Maxx and Marshalls, but truly looking at like my sweater specifically, because that's what's like out in front, I really didn't buy. I don't know, like maybe like a couple things, but like that's it, like way less than I normally would. So we hit most of my goals on here as well, so that's exciting. Okay, so before I started this one, my 2026 bingo card, I wanted to make sure I had my 5 rows, which I do. By the way, I make this on Canva. I'm gonna print it. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna print it. But because I added some, but because I have 5 rows and 5 rows, I actually have 4 slots open still. I have to think of what I want to put in them. But I'm not gonna wait to tell you guys. Starting from the top left. Put thought into the brand pitch emails I send. So I really have not pitched myself to a lot of companies lately. I did at the beginning of the year, I always have. So I want to start doing it again. But I don't want them to be like super generic. Like I want to put into work, like if I want to work with American Eagle again, like link some content I've made about American Eagle. You know, because like otherwise why do they really want to work with me? Next one, 30k on YouTube. Again, I went back and forth whether I wanted to do a small goal like that, like that's only gonna be 10k from where I am right now, but at the same time, like 10k is a lot could happen in a year. Like I could be way higher than that, but also again on YouTube I have slower growth that also could take me all year. So I think 30k is a good number, and then based on this coming year 2026, based on how quickly I get to this number by the end of the year, I will definitely let that help me decide going forward how big I should make the goal. Next one, go out more. Okay, generic, but I want to go out more, do stuff I don't normally do. I want to go out more, and how am I going to run into like my husband, my future husband, the guys I'm supposed to meet if I don't go out? I definitely think I did a really good job about going out more this year, especially with my bestie Lena, who turned 21, so that pushed me to go out more because she always wanted to, obviously. So I'm really excited to have that one on here. Walk at least once a week on my walking pad. Now, I bought my walking pad, I don't know, 2-3 years ago. I use it. I do not use it as much as I should be for how much I've spent on it, so definitely need to keep that goal 100%. All right, and last of our first line, find a new social media client. We did I fired a social media client, so I would like to make that back in 2025. Okay, second line, get some dropping PR boxes. I've been very grateful to honestly get a decent amount like this year. I definitely do not get like piles like this a lot of influencers, but I've learned there's definitely different levels of PR in a brown box, which I'm still grateful for, or these like ones that are like an advent calendar. Be in my best friend's wedding, so I'm not the maid of honor, but I have a feeling, and I'd be shocked obviously, I will be one of the bridesmaids in my best friend's wedding, and I am so excited. She has not asked yet, but I would be extremely shocked and hurt if I am not. Make upgrades to my website. So there's lots of things I want to do to my website. Both of my cousins are in like computer things like in school. I really want to like get a search bar on my website, just like advance it a little bit and use it more, so hoping for that at some point. Next one is travel somewhere new, so hopefully I will be doing that, but I also, and you'll see this one throughout, I am going on 2 cruises this year. I will definitely on those be visiting places outside the country I have not been. Make lots of cruise content because I do have a new goal of working with a cruise line, and I am going on 2 cruises in 2026, so what better opportunity than to make some awesome cruise content that I can show these companies. Alright, we are on to the third line. We have work with a brand I buy myself. So again, I got a lot of PR and worked with a couple companies, especially the last couple months, I'd say, more than like the whole year, that I absolutely love by myself, one being Skin Fix. I love my Skin Fix products, and they have been so graciously in the last couple months to send me a lot of PR. So companies like that, it could be clothing or it could be skincare or literally anything. But a company that I either have been buying in the last couple of years, my whole life, whatever it is, I really want to work with the company or just receive PR from a company that I really bought from and love truly. Go to Pilates at least 4 times a month, so I do have an unlimited membership now, so I should be at least going once a week. I could definitely make that higher, but I am busy, I have a life, and it's not just Pilates, so I don't want to make it too high where it's not possible. Next one, free space. Next one, so on this year's I had walked 200 miles for the year. This one I have walked 300 miles for the year. So at the end of this year I had, what did I say, like 250, 260 miles. So I gotta up that to get to this 300. Not an ad, I use Strava to track all my Pilates, my hot girl walks, and anything else. Next is visit Tyler, who's one of my brothers, and his girlfriend in their new place. So I did visit 2 of my brothers, one of them being Tyler, in Virginia this year, but they are actually moving, so I'd love to go and visit. They had a guest bedroom, but now they have like a bigger like townhouse. I'm very excited. Next one, I think, is spend less money on Starbucks and teas. So I invested in a lot more like Tirani syrups at the end of this year and figured out how to do my green tea Tirani drinks that Dutch Bros and 7 Brew do. And so I need to buy less Starbucks and less of my little teas that I buy because I can do them from home for so much cheaper, and I still want to, like, you know, boil myself sometimes, but becoming a very bad addiction of, it's a lot of money, like adding up, it's a lot of money. Okay, hopefully this video is not getting too long, except to be noticed by more people. So I listened to some podcast the other day and I'm trying to remember the meaning behind it, but it said basically something about this and how someone else put it on the bingo card. Personally, I always think like not everybody is attracted to redheads, and I've always had my friends be the ones that like guys like, not myself. I want to be appreciated by everybody and like all the things I bring them on, because like I do give my friends and family PR. I give them I bring them on these collabs where they get all this free food. Like I just, you know, want to be noticed and appreciated. I put on here $350 a year in commission. So again, this is LTK, shop my and commission from companies. Next one, I took it off this year's move out. I don't know if I'll hit it, I don't know if I, you know, but 2026, maybe it's my year to move out. My mom and I have been talking about like condos instead of wasting money on like an apartment. We'll see what the year has for me. You never know. A hotel stay collab. I'd love to keep up the travel and working with hotels. So simple as that. Alright, our last line, host a party on my own. I have done this before, but then I've also hosted parties like with my mom, with my parents, because we do like to host, but I want to do another one where I just host myself. I did host some girls for a girls' night in, I think it was like the night before Halloween, I think. So yeah, it was a sports event, so I had this on last year's. It was really fun, like, so why not put that on here again, make that a goal. It's really not like that hard. There's so many I'd go to, like hockey, basketball, baseball, like so many opportunities to. So let's do it. And then our last 3, I have nothing. I need to fill those in. Yeah, if you have any goals for me, definitely let me know, because I can always reprint this after this video. But that is my 2026 bingo card. Personally, I think it is really fun to make this and just like, seriously, I mean, write down all your goals and aspirations. I'm gonna do a set of year goals for like numbers, and then January goals because I do them monthly as well, but I will probably just put maybe a clip of those in because I haven't done those yet. But I highly recommend doing a bingo card because it's kind of fun and different, and then I don't know, maybe spoil yourself and buy yourself something at the end if you do get a bingo. I don't know. But I'm very grateful for 2025 and everything that has brought me. Excited for 2026. Time really goes faster as you get older. It's scary, but I like looking back at my year and seeing how much I did, even though it felt really fast. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you. Every single 20,000 of you. I am so excited. Definitely check the description box because I do, if you've never noticed or never checked the description box, put my sub count in there for every single video. So by the time I post this, very curious as to what number I'm already at, which I guess, let's say, I think it's going up in like what, a week or like a week, 20,030, so we'll say, because it's not that far from now. thank you guys so much for being here. Definitely go subscribe if you don't yet. Check out my Instagram and my TikTok because I post tons on those platforms and it's super fun over there as well. If you want to, definitely check out my website, redheadthriving.com, and my blog is on there, and my 2025 recap blog post. And go check out my 2025 video on here too because it's really fun. And I did some like voiceovers throughout it, and I have a feeling some people are just gonna like hear that it's a song and then not get to that point, but hopefully you will. So leave a comment down below and I'll see you guys very soon. Happy 2026.